Are we really thinking? As soon as I landed in Lusaka, I was greeted with a beautiful airport. Beautiful. Who built it? Don't we have architects here? Don't we have engineers here? It was built by a foreign country. And believe me, I'm not bashing any foreign country because they are thinking, they are using their brains. We need to give them credit. But a whole infrastructure airport built by a foreign country. I had this lecture in your beautiful conference hall where the African Union leaders all enjoy. I can guarantee you almost every item there imported from China. Technology transfer is not coming to our people. Our roads. So are we thinking? And what I say here applies to my own home country. It applies to Nigeria. It applies to Kenya. It seems across the board. Even the African Union headquarters building. As you enter Addis, that you see a plaque, basically saying that $300 million edifice. The plaque is written in Chinese and in English. This facility has been donated by the goodwill of the People's Republic of China to the people of Africa. Even our own house, African house, we can't even build it. It's like you are going to get married. And you can't even have your own little coop to stay in. And somebody has to remind you, hey, the home you are staying in, I built it for you. So would you tell me, are we thinking? Are we really thinking? I try to use illustrations from my home country so that, when you come to a host country, you don't want to sound like you are going after them. So I can talk about my home country. I started out giving you the illustration of the cocoa chocolate industry. Switzerland, which owns Nestle and produces a lot of these cocoa drinks, Milo, etc., etc. How many cocoa trees does Switzerland have? The closest cocoa tree in Switzerland, they have to take a plane and fly all the way to Africa, perhaps to my home village, until they'll find one cocoa tree. And yet, they get all the money. Why? They are thinking. And that was the point I was making, that the one who has the brain, the one who has the ideas, the one who thinks, is the one who owns your resources. Let me say it one more time, please. The one with the ideas owns your resources. Ghana has the resources, cocoa in this case. But Switzerland has the ideas. And because of that, they own our resources. The one with the ideas owns your resources. And if we are thinking, you may not even have resources, natural resources, but you can translate your ideas into resources. Singapore. They may not boast of natural resources as we know it, but they use their brain power. And as a result, they have created something for themselves. We, Africans, are blessed with a number of natural resources. It's almost like God said, let me plant all of this on this continent so that these people we call black people can make a difference in the world. What have we done with it? Because we are not thinking? Because our brains are still colonized? The one with the ideas comes, takes the resources, and then we are bereft with nothing to show. Are we thinking? No, we are not. Can we think? Yes, we can, because our brains are not wired that it cannot think. But we have chosen not to think because of what I call, some inherent African PhD and selfishness, an elephant in the zoo mentality. Those who are to make decisions only think of themselves and their families. And so decisions that ought to benefit us, they don't care. And we the followers, we are also not thinking. So when it comes for elections and we need to choose people who genuinely care about our people, we are moved rather than by emotions, tribal sentiments, religious sentiments, instead of ideas. So somebody comes here, he gives you rice, a bag of oil, or a bag of rice, or gallon of oil, or whatever, vote for me, and then gives you T-shirt. And that is what we think about. Ah, this brother gave me T-shirt. And therefore I'm voting for him. So leaders are not thinking. Followers are not thinking. And then you come to churches. That's another commodity. This religion, I call this mindless religion.
Let me take you there. I know that you are also coming from the, theologian background as well. You've got a vast experience in there. Where we talk about